Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be talking about reasons why you may not be losing weight. Now, for those of you that don't know, I've lost over 100 pounds and I have been maintaining my weight for over 15 years now. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. And if you're not currently losing weight, there might be a few reasons. And so I'm going to go over them with you. And this is just from experience. Obviously, consult your doctor. Like, I'm not a doctor or like a nutritionist or anything like that. This is all coming from literally like a personal experience. And so throughout my journey, there have been times where I'm literally just not losing weight and I'm like, what is going on? And so then when I sit down and I really see, okay, what am I doing? What's going on? I always find the problem. And so one thing that I feel like it's become super trendy and just like super popular to carry around like a Starbucks drink, to carry around like a little Frappuccino or a little like matcha latte, or just like an iced coffee that's super creamy and tastes like dessert. I think drinking your calories is one of the worst things you can do, because you wouldn't believe that some drinks that you can grab at like a regular coffee shop have like over 600 calories. 600 calories, it's crazy. Some of my meals, I think sometimes I have like 2 meals with 600 calories. So, and I'm just like over exaggerating. I would say you can do one really solid meal, like where you're just like, like I feel so good. I feel so satisfied with 600 calories. So you definitely don't want to be drinking these caramel frappuccinos or anything even remotely close to that. I would say if you're going to do a coffee, it should be for sure under 150 calories. Because you could definitely be using those calories to fuel and nourish your body. Sodas are also horrible. Juices. So juices, a lot of people, they confuse juices. They think like, oh, juices are super healthy. And even though our fruits are natural and they come with natural sugar, sugars are still not good for you, okay? Sugar, no matter what, even if you're not living a low carb lifestyle, like you just don't want to put a ton of sugar into your body because it spikes your insulin. And then, like it's just the whole thing. When you spike your insulin, it is impossible for you to be burning fat. Like there is just no way. In order for you to burn fat, especially like on your body, your insulin has to be down low where it's almost at like a fasted state. So that's why when you keep your diet really, really low carbs means your insulin is very low. So with the keto diet, that's the reason why you produce ketones, because your body, and not to go off on a tangent, but I just kind of want to give you the background as to why it's so important. When you're doing a keto diet, your insulin is super, super low. So even if you don't do keto, if you are trying to lose weight, you just want to try to keep your sugar and your carbs as low as possible. And so drinking your calories, that definitely like plays a huge part. You definitely want to keep your drinks to a very like bare minimum, or just learn to make them in a healthy way. So that's what I do. Now, another reason that you might not be losing weight are the carbs. So again, it gets down to like the insulin, right? When you are eating a lot of carbs, what's happening is your body is running on glucose. So even if you're having like really healthy carbs, it just really depends on your goals. Like if you want to have like a really high carb diet, then you definitely want to make sure you are getting your butt into the gym, because carbs are going to help you if you're really lifting and you're trying to build mass. It doesn't mean you're trying to build fat or like get bigger, like, it just means like you can actually bulk up. It's a lot easier to do that. I don't think a lot of us are trying to do that. I feel like for the most part, we're trying to get a little leaner, a little tighter. We all have our different goals, but carbs are definitely one thing. I'll speak from personal experience. Carbs make me gain weight. And it's probably a combination of things. I'm going to be honest. It's not just carbs, because I can have sweet potatoes and I can have potatoes and squash and I'm not going to gain any weight. It's definitely when I start to eat the carbs from chips and like cookies, and even though they're low carb, chips, cookies, ice cream, all of that, you need to eliminate it if you're trying to lose weight. And that is just the bottom line. I think a lot of people my whole channel is built on like desserts, low carb desserts, and low carb, comfort foods. And guys, that's what I eat. And it's what I've eaten throughout the years and has still helped me not only lose weight, but maintain it. But I do have to say that you just need to be careful with the processed carbs. And that is there's a huge, huge difference. So a lot of people think like, oh, carbs are carbs. And yes, they are, but your body does not process them the same. So if you're gonna be eating carbs, you just wanna make sure that they're not processed. You wanna make sure that you are having like a single ingredient carbohydrate, like sweet potato, like squash, whatever. Just think of all of our veggies. Our veggies they're just complex carbohydrates. So you just want to make sure that you are not going overboard on that. I think even if you're not doing like keto or trying to stay low carb, you just want to be mindful of how much you're eating, because you definitely still want to focus on protein and healthy fats, because that's what keeps you satiated. For me, carbohydrates make me crave more carbs. And I don't know if you feel that way. If you do, let me know, because I'm not too sure if it's just me. When I eat carbs, I crave more carbs. And I think it's, again, because your body is running on glucose versus fat. So I wrote a few little notes because they're all like really important, and they've been really important to me. I also have sugar. So sugar spikes your insulin. When your insulin is raised, elevated, you cannot lose body fat. So you just want to make sure that as much as you can, make sure that your sugar is as low as possible. And remember, as much as we can, eat fruit, and fruit is delicious. Guys, I love fruit, okay? I'm telling you right now, I absolutely love fruit. I love grapes and cherries and papaya, and I love it, and watermelon, and I have it, but it depends on my goals. So like this summer, I ate a lot of fruit. And then now I'm kind of, I have a mission, I have a goal, I'm gonna reach it. And so like, I've just eliminated fruit from my diet. And it's just for now. I want you to remember that these are short-term sacrifices for long-term benefits. And that's just how life works. Like sometimes you just have to sacrifice certain things for a short term, but you're gonna reap the benefits at the end. This is not like a forever thing. And I think when you keep that in mind and you're like, okay, this is just short term because I have a goal and I wanna reach it, so this is what I'm gonna do. And that's where I'm at right now. I have not eaten any fruit. I have not eaten any chips. I have not eaten any snacks. And I feel amazing. I'm telling you, my energy, like I am just kind of like go, go, go right now. It's because my sugar, I don't have a lot of sugar, glucose. I don't have a lot of glucose running through my blood. Right now, I'm running on ketones, and like my body's being fat fueled. And so that's like where the keto diet comes in. And I don't want to go all into that, but when you do it properly, you will see the results. I think a lot of people, it's just, it's difficult because sometimes we just don't know exactly how to do it. But anyway, if you guys have questions about keto, please leave it in the comments. I'm more than happy to go over some of these things with you. I am here, like I am an open book. I want you guys to succeed, okay? So if you have questions, let me know. I will read them. If there's enough people asking questions about a certain topic, then I will make a video. That's one of the reasons why I made my weight loss guide, because I got so many of these questions. I just finally put everything down in detail. So my weight loss guide is in the description below. So overall, I think sugar is something that you just really, really want to limit no matter what. Even if you're not trying to lose weight, sugar is just not really good for us. And so, especially not from like processed junk, right? I would say if I'm going to have any type of sugar, it's coming from fruit, like actual real, like fructose, like it's gonna come from a real natural fruit. So that's kind of my rule. You know what I mean? I just share what has worked for me. You guys take it for what it is. The last thing that I feel is probably the most important thing, and not the most important, but yes, the most important, is a calorie surplus. So I'm sure you've heard it time and time again, like calories in versus calories out. I don't truly believe that is 100% true. And I've never made a video on calories in versus calories out. I probably really should, because not all calories are created equal. They are very, very different. But I will say, just to kind of wrap this up, I think that if you are in a calorie surplus, you are not going to see that scale move. You can transform your body, okay? You can transform your body and lose body fat, like actual fat on your body. But while you're doing that, if you're going to the gym and still eating at a calorie surplus, you can sculpt your body, but you're not gonna see the scale move. So like in order to see the scale move down, you have to be in a calorie deficit. So if you are not eating less than what your body is burning throughout the day, you are not going to see the scale move. And I know we hate to hear it. We hate it. But it's just how it is. You know what I mean? And it's not easy. But remember, short-term sacrifice for long-term benefit. I feel like if you are trying to lose some weight right now, I think a calorie deficit is so important. And you don't have to have like this crazy calorie deficit. Just aim for 300 to 500 calories. But make sure that you're focused on super high quality food. So you can't be eating like 1,500 calories of junk. Like that's just not gonna work. Like you need to make sure that you are fueling your body. You have to eat like whole foods, proteins. You have to eat your veggies. You have to eat healthy fats because your body needs it. And then protein and healthy fats, that's what's gonna keep you feeling full and satiated. So anyway, I don't want to just keep talking, but those are some of the reasons why you might not be losing weight. And I just had to come on here and talk to you because I feel like sometimes we forget about these small little things about, oh my God, like why am I not losing weight? I'm eating like perfect. And you know, here you are grabbing a Starbucks, not knowing that you're drinking 600 plus calories. So, you know, these are just different things that you might not be considering. And it's the reason why you're not seeing the scale move. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. Leave me some comments if you guys want me to make some videos for you if you're actively on a weight loss journey. I also have my ebook. It's linked in the description below for you. And make sure you share this video. Share it with your friends and family that are trying to lose weight. Maybe they're just like super confused and don't know where to start. Send them my channel. I also share a lot of things on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go check that out as well because I share pretty much my day-to-day on there. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. I love you and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.